Welcome back to another baby registry buy or pass. I went through my baby registry and I made a list of all the baby products that I would repurchase and recommend for others to purchase and those I would pass on. Today's theme is really all about playtime. Now, all of these products are products that my boys have outgrown, so I'm going to add some photos to the screen of the products I'm talking about so you're able to see them since we've already either passed them on to friends or we've donated them. So the first thing I want to talk about are baby bouncers. Now, I love a baby bouncer. That is something that was a must-have for both my boys. They each had their own. They're now 2 and 7, so obviously they've outgrown them. But something to think about with a baby bouncer is your child's only in it for maybe 4 or 5 months maximum, usually about 3 months. So this is something to really save your money on. With both boys, we purchased a $30 baby bouncer. We would have kept the one we had for my first, for my second, but we put it out in our shed and it kind of disintegrated after 5 years in the heat. Can't blame it. So really a $30 baby bouncer from Amazon, perfect, worked perfectly. Great safe place to put baby, place where they can play with a few toys while you're needing to get stuff done, if you need a shower, do the dishes, anything. Great thing to have a baby bouncer, but you do not need to spend $100+ on some of these desirable baby bouncers. It's not worth it to spend that much money when your baby's maybe going to use it for 4 months. So something to think about with baby bouncers. Now, I'm a bit split on this recommendation, but an activity center. We never got an activity center with our first, and he did perfectly fine without it. With our second, we did have one, and he loved it. When he was able to start standing semi-assisted, he loved being in the activity center, getting to play with toys. We'd add extra toys to it. He loved learning about gravity and knocking stuff off of that activity center. And it was a great safe place to put him, something different for him to do, while our oldest was able to do his own thing. So yes, I feel like it was worth it with having multiple kids, but when we only had one, it wasn't really necessary. We never felt like we needed it, but it can be a great purchase. Just like baby bouncers, they do not need to be something you spend a lot of money on. This is a great thing to get off of Facebook Marketplace, to get secondhand. You do not need to spend $100 on a brand new one. Once we were done with ours, we sold it on Facebook Marketplace for $25, and it was the cutest thing. A mom came to pick it up, and I heard her like super happy and like excitedly yell as she walked it to her car because, you know, your baby's still only in it for 2-3 months. And so for her, it's practically a brand new item she got for $25. And I felt so good being able to pass on a great item to another mom. Now, a toy I would not recommend is the viral moving crab toy where you press the button and it like crawls around back and forth. My baby was unimpressed. Neither of us liked how loud it was, just its movement alone. It was loud, not to mention music and things that it could do. It could just randomly go places, and so unless you're going to contain it, like I've seen some people contain it with like a hula hoop, it just wasn't worth it. It did not keep his attention with tummy time. It was loud. That thing left our house really quickly. You know, on TikTok, it looked like a great item to get our little one to help with tummy time. He was unimpressed. I couldn't stand the noise. That thing left really quickly. One of the items that I loved for my boys, and anytime I'm doing a baby shower gift, I love to purchase things that are on their baby registry, but also add a few extras. And this one I will always get for everybody is the Indestructible books. Now, what is fantastic about these books is they are truly indestructible. And when you get them, I wish I had one in front of me, but they are paper. And you're like, what in the world? How is this indestructible, Shannon? They're completely indestructible. Like, you can sit there trying to rip it and it's not gonna rip. You can crumple it up and it'll flop back out. And amazingly, you can wash them in the washer and dryer. So baby spits up on it, something gets on it, you just wanna sanitize it, you can throw it in the wash with your laundry and it cleans the book completely. They have tons of different styles. We had ones that were in black and white, ones that were for colors, for shapes, for things that go with different planes, trains, and automobiles. Great books, really worth the price, easy to get your hands on, especially at Amazon and Barnes & Noble. Indestructible books, fantastic books to have, especially when baby is little and you want them to be able to handle something themselves. My 2-year-old loved being able to flip the pages on his own, and I was not afraid that he was about to rip a book. It was amazing. Definitely recommend Indestructible books. One that I'd say is more of a pass on is I do love Baby Einstein products, but the Baby Einstein Star Bright Symphony Plush, it really is a plush star with like a yellow center that lights up, plays music, songs. It was fine. I don't feel like it was worth its price tag. Once again, this is something we got for my youngest, and I guess he's just unimpressed at things. But he was like, oh cool, it lights up. And we got really sick of the songs really fast. So things like that, I don't feel like, you know, they're trendy, they're awesome, the lights, the sounds, the songs, but you really don't need to spend your money on them. Those can be things other people can buy for you, or you just keep off your baby registry in general. It's not needed. All right, big thing. I 100% recommend getting a swing for your baby. But with that, I recommend do not spend a lot of money on this whatsoever. Just like a baby bouncer, your baby's only gonna be in this for a few months. Like maybe you can get a few extra months, maybe you can get to 6 or 7 months on the swing, depending on the swing. But A, you first don't know if baby's gonna like it. And B, they can be just ridiculously costly for no reason. With our first, we got a basic Graco swing that went back and forth. Completely content with it as a newborn little baby. By 3 months, he was over that thing. Didn't want it. With our second, we inherited a swing from my sister-in-law, which was amazing, and that one went side to side, and he loved it. It was great, but I would not have paid the original price tag for it. I'm hoping she got it gifted to her. She also had 3 boys, so like they all went through it first, but he liked it and was fine with it, but he also doesn't like swings at a playground, so he doesn't like going forwards and backwards. He liked side-to-side motion, where our oldest liked going forwards and backwards. So you really don't know what baby's gonna like. You don't know what style they're gonna like. If I could recommend the perfect one, get one that can go both ways, can go side to side or forward backwards. That does not cost a lot of money. Look at Facebook Marketplace, look at your secondhand stores, see if anyone wants to pass one down for you to use for a little bit and can give back. Swings, you don't get a lot of tons of time with them. They're amazingly useful, great safe place to put baby. Definitely can help baby fall asleep, and then you can work on transferring them to their bed. But it's not something you're gonna have for a long time. So don't spend a ton of money on it because you're not gonna need it for long. Something I would also recommend passing on is like black and white cards. For our second, we got black and white flashcards to put out during tummy time because when they're young, looking at black and white contrast is fantastic. I wish we would have just saved our money and not bought those cards and just used a few of the books we already had, like the Indestructible books and other board books, because they move on from them very quickly. That's one of the biggest things about babies is they move on from toys and gadgets so quickly that you don't always get your money's worth. If it's something you're interested in, look secondhand, look on Facebook Marketplace, try to find them for as cheap as possible because black and white toys, black and white graphics, yes, they're fantastic when they're about, born to like 2 months, but after that, kids get over it. They want to see colorful things. One thing I will always recommend for babies and toddlers is touch and feel books. Any of them where they are able to touch different textures, those make such a difference for kids, being able to feel those different things. I love some of the touch and feel books that are ones with baby animals in them, so they have like the different furs. Kids love those. So besides regular touch and feel books, I will always recommend the Never Touch a Story ones. These are amazing. So they have never touch a fill in the blank animal, never follow in the blank animal. And what's nice is each page has different feelings. Like, yes, it makes noise, but the silicone texture is fantastic. And then each page has different textures for them. Some of the books, different textures. Some of the books even have different like tinfoil material in them, cellophane material. Some even are sticky. It's a great thing to be able to go through, read the story, and have your little one be able to follow along and have that feeling, that tactileness. This is a great book series I would recommend to everyone. We actually, this book included, got a set of like 4 or 5 of them at Costco one time, and it came in a really cute little box. I will always recommend these. I'll probably keep picking them up until my toddler is over them because it's just so nice to be able to feel it. Even my 7-year-old likes to pull them out every now and then and feel the different feelings. It's a great way to get your kid really involved in the story because they're excited to go to the next page and touch the next thing. All right, one of the last things I wanted to talk about was playpens. Now with our first, we just had him, we never had a playpen. We put a baby gate on our living room, and before he was mobile, we just had a big blankie on the floor. He was content, he was safe at that point. We didn't have any pets, it was just him and his toys. But with our second, we broke down and got a playpen. And I can tell you, our living room's not huge, and this playpen, I'll insert a picture, took up most of our living room, but I 100% do not regret getting this thing. I loved it so much. We were able to set it up as a safe place for him to play. He had his like baby mat in there, so if he wanted to be under it and can touch all the things above. We had a blanket on the ground, so it was nice and comfy in there. He had tons of toys. It was a great place for him to play safely, and his brother and the cat to play somewhere else safely. And it was nice to be able to just, if I needed to go to the bathroom and he was already scooting or crawling around, I could put him in the playpen and he stayed there. It was so nice to be able to do those things if I needed to leave the room and know he was in a safe place, but he would still be able to entertain himself and move about. He also really loved there, on the one we got specifically, there was a side zip, so his brother could unzip it and go in and join him when he wanted to and play with them. And so that was a really nice experience for our 5-year-old at the time to be able to go in and out as he wanted to play with his baby brother. It was also really nice having that separate space. So when our 5-year-old was very into Legos and we were working on keeping Legos in our bedroom, but every now and then they came out to the living room. So we knew that our baby was safe. He was away from Legos. He was away from all the tiny little pieces by staying in this playpen. So yes, a playpen may take up a lot of your living space, but when your baby is first mobile, it is a fantastic place to put them that is safe until you're able to give them more leeway, have those baby gates up, and let them walk around more. So my overarching theme in this buy or pass is really spend your money wisely. So many baby toys and gear is just only gonna be used for a few months. If you can pass it around between a friend group, siblings, get it on Facebook Marketplace or other secondhand locations, do it. Save the money. At the end of the day, there's so many cool toys, but really, our little kids would love to just play with household items. At one point, we just pulled out a bunch of like plasticware, cups, plates, plastic silverware, and our kids loved it. Those measuring cups, they loved them. Big plastic spoons, they love them. If you're not wanting to spend money on baby toys, just grab household items, clean them, let little ones have loose with it. There's no need to spend a lot of money on these items because, like I've said before, they only use them for a short amount of time. There's no point to spend that money and that time trying to track something down. At the end of the day, really, they're gonna have a great time no matter what. Safety is the #1 priority, and saving money where you can. Alrighty, y'all, so that was this version of Buy or Pass Baby Registry Edition for Playtime. If you have any products you would super recommend, please put them in the comments below, or products you would recommend people avoid, or you found that you really disliked, please put them in the comments down below. I hope you all had a great time and hopefully found some new products through this video. If you'd like to see more content, please feel free to follow me here on YouTube, but you also can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I hope you have a wonderful day.